think Commissioner Guthrie.
Yes, let me respond directly to questions how principals selected in Maryland. First of all, Maryland law requires that the superintendent can only make recommendations to the Board of Education. So that's the legal foundation for it. So as far as what happens across Maryland is that, first of all, let me say the Aspiring Principals Academy is active in Maryland, and I send aspiring assistant principals who I believe would make good principals to that every year. So that's up and running and occurs in Maryland. The selection of principals is largely either a product of collective bargaining agreements or board policy. I will say that I do agree with the elements that Dr. Tucker went over, and I exercise those as a superintendent. I work with my principals to identify teacher leaders who have shown the ability and drive to become good administrators. We give them a variety of experiences across my county to make sure they're acquainted outside of the classroom. We put them on county-wide committees, task force, those kinds of things, and develop a pool of certainly potential assistant principals through that. Once they become assistant principals, I try to, and I agree wholeheartedly with a variety of experiences, when I can, and which is most often when I can, give each assistant principal at least 3 experiences as assistant principals in different schools around the county. So they get a sense of the different demographics that exist in Carroll County, different socioeconomic levels, different clienteles, so they have that experience before I promote them to a principal. And then when they become principals, the general rule that I have is 6 to 8 years in a school as a principal.
Right.
And then I move you because I think it's, as I say to my board every year when I do the transfers, it's important for people on both sides of the desk, for a new school leader to come in and also for the professional experience of those principals. So my experience in Carroll County, which I know just from my experience as a superintendent, an HR director, and as assistant superintendent, is mirrored across the local systems within Maryland. So I would say with utter confidence that what you described here may not be directed by the state, but it's done at the local level. And we do agree with the tenets that you've laid out and follow that as much as we can. Some of the bigger systems, such as Montgomery County, have developed pools. Right. A 2-tiered approach. Montgomery County, for instance, has a 2-tiered approach. Teacher leaders go through interview processes. They get at one level, and then they have to complete certain tasks of leadership to get to the second level where they actually get into the pool. I have the luxury in Carroll County of being able to match specific qualities and put together teams of administrators to sort of jigsaw to make sure I have strengths. And also, I want to put aspiring leaders and teachers and administrators with principals that I know that will mentor them. And expectations of my principals is that they mentor assistant principals to become principals, because that should be their expectation. So just in general, Chancellor, we mirror what's there, but we do it at the local level.
Thank you.